my Euro pop new metal. Let's go. Engineers, today is an exciting and special day. SCALER 3 has been released. What is SCALER 3? This is a massively popular songwriting tool that lets you build chords either from existing songs or right from scratch. And SCALER 3 has got tons of new improvements. If you don't know music theory, it will help you find colorful chord progressions. If you do know music theory, it's a whole new tool to get new ways of playing, surprising expression into your songs. I think you'll love it. In strange circumstances, we've got some construction going on right next to us, so the voiceover audio you guys with headphones will probably notice is a little bit rough. Apologies for that. But we'll get through it together, right? As I go through the features, you're going to see a QR code on screen, and that is going to get you to the Pluginboutique site where you can get the special launch deals on SCALER 3. Discounted all the way, only 49 bucks. This thing should be in everyone's toolkit. Even if you do know your music theory, this thing is a great tool to have around. Enough yapping already, let's get it. SCALER comes with 3 variations. So you've got the standalone, here VST instrument, and it's also got an audio insert plugin just for this purpose. So you can start from a song. Okay, so I want to steal some of my favorite chord progressions, say. I want to start with something that sounds like them, so this is an old Thomas Dolby song. Just love those chords. Okay, so this is now inserted on this loopback channel that I recorded a bit off of YouTube. I'm going to go into the recording, detect audio, arm it to record, and we just play it and let's see what happens. A minor, yeah. F major 7 that time. So there we go, look at that. Just filled it right in. Fantastic, look at that. Let's do all 4 and add to main track. Okay, so I've got myself the chords that I like. Let's see if we can get the rhythm to change. So, as I understand it, we've got here, so I'm just like 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I can make this into beats, there we go. And that last one's going to get held all the way through there. Okay, right? Wonder why that's gray. I guess it's outside of the normal chord progression. Okay. And we can have it sync to the DAW. Can control drag to copy. SCALER 3 can play independently or sync to your DAW's transport, just right click the play button to activate or deactivate. I can put the loop on in Scaler. So it doesn't matter how long I play the DAW. Okay, so I'm feeling like, I want, it goes up. What if we bring it down? There, yeah, an octave. If an octave is too much, you can use the inversions to play the same chords but different hand positions up and down the keyboard. That one's got a little weird note in it. Let's try another inversion. And then maybe all of them down an octave to get that deep sound like he's getting in the original. No. So when moving by entire octaves is too much, just use inversions to add lower notes to the chords. It's fantastic. Okay, let's get our little beat. I was thinking of doing kind of a Peter Gabriel thing. So here we see the power of DAW sync. I can load up all my favorite loops and run them underneath a scaler while I work on chords and progressions. Very cool. Scaler 3 comes with tons of really high quality internal samples, and we can freely and easily switch between them. Sometimes we just want to load up our good old favorite samplers. Here I want to use Piano Tech for a high quality electric piano. You can now in Scaler 3. So back at the main page, there we're playing felt piano. Okay, so here we go, instruments. Let's go with Piano Tech. Okay, let's get one of the electric pianos. Get smooth. And bring the volume down. It's usually like raging in volume. There we go. So now let's take a look at building a song just from the chords within Scaler. No chord detection, just starting from scratch. Okay, so let's just build something here from scratch. We're going genres, we're going 80s, we're going 80s too. Let's listen to it. Alright, so we can drag them down or add to main track, and now that's building out the arrangement here. We'll get back to that. The suggestion button in the main track will bring up related chords that you can play with to your heart content. See what that's like. The systems for suggesting chords and patterns is deep. You can bring up all sorts of different ways of looking at the theory behind it, circle of fifths, massive ways to control the chord suggestions. It goes so deep it's going to take another video. This will end up being our progression 1. Okay, so it only holds them as whole note chords. So what if we want this to play differently? Articulations, expressions. performances, common performances, basic. So once you've got chord progressions you like, you can now open the motion menu and get play styles, strumming, piano hand patterns, rhythms, arpeggios, everything's available to you here. Fantastic. I would humbly ask that you subscribe to stay in tune with all the latest in pro audio news, technology, and techniques. We're approaching 1,000 subs, and I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. So Scaler comes with a really high quality set of internal samples that we can use to build out a full band arrangement. We start with the motions menu, pick say a bass pattern, and then we'll use the mixer to load a bass sample to play it. So it's loaded up with the felt piano default setting. We're going to head down to the mixer and click on the insert to change the internal instrument. Okay, and so we're a little bit up the fretboard there. Let's try a different sound. Yes, that 808 is perfect. We have a full MIDI key editor to fine-tune any single note. So Scaler 3 has your back. They've thought of melody parts, arpeggios, pads, bass, strumming patterns. The whole toolkit is here for you to build a song. It's incredible. Let's grab a melody that does a really neat crossing over the beat. Love these key editor style visuals. It lets you see how busy the part is, and you can start to pick based on the visual. Let's pick a lead synth tone for this melody. Scaler 3 makes it easy as heck to just browse through sounds until you find something you like. I think I want to make it a string ensemble. What do you guys think? Oh yeah. So now how about an arpeggio? Again, the visuals really help you start picking a style. Up, down, down, up. Here I've created an 8th note arpeggio, but we can use the timing control to make it any timing we want. So not only can Scaler 3 load external VST instruments, it can load all of your effects too. So I'll show you a little trick here. When you have an 8th note arpeggio, all you need are dotted 8th note delays to turn it into a trippy 16th note arpeggio. It's a good thing that Scaler 3 now has external VST plugin access inserts on all the audio channels, so I bring in a Waves H delay. Voila! Scaler 3 includes internal effects, a reverb, a delay, a pass filter, and ADSR controls, so you can sketch around without having to wait to load plugins and get settings. This keeps you in the flow. Okay, so you've made a little song. What are you gonna do now? We can export it as a mixed audio file, or we can export MIDI tracks. We like what we hear in the app here, and we want to export. We go to the diagonal arrow, export audio, bit depth 25, 48, anti-clip off, export range is the loop. Save. Let's see what we did. So it's made one file. For MIDI, you can simply start dragging the parts right out of the arranger into your DAW, and then treat it as any other MIDI track, route it to your favorite synths, yada yada. So I got a whole other second song going in Scaler 3, and we're going to bring that into Cubase to mix it. Scaler 3 doesn't have its own drum track, but we can get around that now because of the external VSTs. Any drum VST that you have that has internal sequencing can now be used to make your own drum track while you're working on a song. So here I just create a new part, get rid of the MIDI that gets generated, and head down into the mixer in the arranger and load in some Bob Rock drums. It's so great to be able to get a rough mix going within Scaler as you're adding instruments and parts. Brilliant. And EasyDrummer has its own MIDI templates within it, grooves that I can pull in, and they run on their own, much like Scaler. So this gives me access to get beats going behind the progression in Scaler to start filling out a song completely. And of course later I can export this all into Cubase and continue mixing. Yet another masterpiece created, but we want to get this into our DAW so we can mix it with our best synths and all of our audio effects. So we are going to export MIDI, export the arrangement, and we're going to do multi-track. We're going to export, file. Oh, alright. We got our channels with appropriate 80s coloring. Alright, my new Scaler 3 masterpiece. Let's get it. So there we have it, Scaler 3. I built a whole song totally from scratch, just grabbing common pop chord progressions and then building with the arranger on new tones. Sky's the limit with this thing. If you don't know music theory, obviously it's going to help you. If you do, it can be a source of inspiration with its expression styles and surprising chord choices. Give it a shot, follow the QR code, like, subscribe, and let's get it.